Okay. Will we ever get to 0 seconds on that timer? Probably not. We've got money to make. I know you said, oh, there's 2 minutes left in that timer. Why is Pat here? Pat's here because Pat's making some money right now. We're at $2,600, and I think I'm going to take a partial on this position already before we get that, before we get pushed out here on the stock exchange open. So let's get a partial on this position right now. Everybody tell Vapool, take a partial. And let's take a look at what I was doing on this position. Let's also take a look at yesterday's trades, okay? Yesterday was our first day on stream. It was an incredible day. I had 7 positions. A couple of them were just hedge positions, and we ended up at $5,713. So welcome everybody to the stream. We're about to make some money today. We're going to go through my trading model again. I just took partial on my first trading position, right? So I got a partial out somewhere around here, something like this. A really nice one. Okay, so we are starting with some money, right? That's what we're trying to see. Let's put that right there, a little check mark. Bingo, we made some money. And what happens when we make some money? Now, I'm going to talk about this trade. I'm going to go into orb. I'm going to give you everything I'm doing, and we're going to open some trades today, hopefully be as successful today as we were yesterday. And hey, you know it's me, so you know we're gonna hit some winners. I got my favorite coffee mug here. This is my favorite hockey team. This is important. This is good luck. Still a bit too hot to drink. Got a little honey in there because my voice was killing me. Who the hell can talk this long? All right, so we had the results. We're still pushing down. We got ourselves our take profit here. Now, I'm showing you where my stop loss was, okay? So, we're about 1-to-1 on the first risk reward on this one. Now I'm actually at break even, but I'm just going to pull this down here. Maybe I'll just type break even now, just so you know that that's what we're doing. And that's where we are. But, it's better to see that red box so you know exactly what is going on. So what did I want to do? Well, we hit our first take profit, right? What do we do after we hit our first take profit? You know where we go. We go to the wheel of Pat. Let's go. How many winners do we have? How many winners do we have? One winner. Who is going to be that winner? Damn, that's a hot tea. I'm burning my damn tongue. Who's the winner? Gasper Zagar. Gasper Zagar, come on up. You are our winner. Now, in order to claim your prize, you have to follow me on Instagram at FXTradeWithPat. I don't know how many people we got in the chat, but you should all be following me on Instagram. I do raffles on there all the time. So, we are looking good. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Trader Edge here. Give it a refresh. One trade today up $1,095 closed, and we are about $600 in profit on our runner. Now, we are at break even here, right? I'm just showing you the red box. I could pull that even shorter. Hopefully, we don't come up and retest this level. Let's go ahead and talk about this trade though, right? What was I thinking? Very similar to yesterday. You see, we had the 1 hour level of resistance here. You could see respecting this level. Maybe we took a little bit of liquidity out the top of the level. You can see that's why I have that in a box, bit of a liquidity. Then what do I have, right? We have the respect of that resistance level right there. We have our level right here. Look, our trend line, okay? Our trend line is getting touched 3 times. Our trend line gets broken aggressively right here. So let's zoom in and take a look. What are we talking about right now? So we had the trend line break right here. It's an aggressive move down. Hey, maybe you could have waited. Look, on that level right here, we get this right here. Yeah, you could say, hey, maybe it tapped. It looks like it didn't tap, right? That would have been our level of supply at the top, right? It came close to the level of supply. You could see we almost wicked it right here. Very nice looking. And then what else do we have on this? Well, we have a good gap. And how is my voice today? Because yesterday we had people complaining. I asked ChatGPT how to fix it, and I think we're in good shape. Why trade CPI? It is risky. I know. What I want to be doing on these streams is I want to be trading. I'm probably trading about 3 times a week. So Monday to Wednesday. Next week will probably be Tuesday to Thursday. Sorry that the stream is lagging. Maybe give it a refresh. Maybe we just have too many people in here. But everything on my end is going okay so far. The statistics are saying it's good. Let me just take a look and see what the stats are saying. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. There's some frames missed due to rendering here. I'll give that a reset and take a look. Yeah, we should be doing okay. Yeah, we should be doing okay. Yeah, it looks like we're not missing anything right now, so stream shouldn't be lagging. Okay, stream should not be lagging. There's no lag on my side right now. Okay, you could always try refreshing that, but let's get back into that trade. Okay, so SM, I remember you. Of course I do. Thanks for coming again, brother. Winner yesterday. All right, so we had our resistance. Okay, we had our trend line break. I'm going through all of this right here on this trading position. Yes, I understand it's a news day. It's risky. Then what do we had? So we had the break, and then we retested it. This is where I entered. I entered on the retest of that trend line. Bit risky, you know, but we had our stop loss originally up here, so we could have came to this resistance. We would have been fine there. I entered on this trend line resistance. I also entered on a gap fill, right? Look, we had strong fair value gap right there. That's a big fair value gap. You could see price came in, filled that gap completely. I decided on the way down I would enter the trade, pick this thing up perfectly, and then we pushed down. We pushed down. I hit my 1-to-1 risk reward ratio right here, and now we are kind of sitting at about $400. What's going on, Navin? Thanks for asking about the mansion. The mansion is going great. We're doing a lot of work on audio video, so setting up TVs everywhere, setting up speaker zones, so there'll be a speaker zone everywhere. We'll have speakers everywhere. I'm getting a lot of requests to take a look at gold. I didn't really see much on gold this morning, I'll be honest. I was looking at gold. We do have an area we have entered right here. Yeah, you could say we're right into a demand. If we tighten this up a little bit right here, we appear to be breaking through that demand. But we would want to see a reaction off of this level. Like ideally this candle right here doesn't close in the next 5 minutes and we get a decent reaction. You could see we got a reaction off of this level on gold. We pushed up. That could have been an entry right there where we won, you know, TP1, let the rest ride. You could see we are getting a reaction on this wick now. So if this were to close within our demand zone right here, it would be a consideration to take it up, but I just don't know how far we could get. You know, we could see potential, you know, maybe something like this. You know, you're picking up the trade and it's going to be within this area of consolidation. That could be just kind of like a quick scalp that you hit. But, you know, let's see, right? If this candle closes in a few minutes, then it's not going to be where we want. So someone's asking for Nasdaq. What are we looking at on Nasdaq? Nasdaq is going up here. We had a breakout of that resistance level. Yesterday we traded off that resistance level. I don't know if you remember. But we did. We had a 1 hour level of resistance right here. We had a huge trade. I made $4,000 on this trade. I had $2,000 on my first take profit. I forget what the hell I did on this trade, but it was a good trade. I think I took profit somewhere around here, and then I took profit somewhere around here, maybe after the stream, and then it started to go against me. Luckily, I took profit beforehand. So as for Nasdaq, what are we looking at here? I know this thing's just taking off here. We have a level of demand right here, so maybe this would be a level that you would be considered. The time frame I'm trading right now is M5. Yeah, lots of people saying lag. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not really getting any lag here. And oh shoot, it looks like we pulled out right here. Yeah, so you know, it's not showing close right here. You can see right here it's not actually didn't tick my break even, but I did hit break even. So I am out of this trade. You could see in the bottom left hand side of my screen, we are out of this trade right now. So that means it's time for range breakouts. And what are we looking for on our orb? So let's turn the orb on. What pair are we looking at? Are we talking EU zombie? Is that where we're looking? I'm sorry that, yeah, some people are experiencing some lag. I'm not getting any lag. I will continue to work on the stream daily to try and make it better. Asking me about NU shorts. I don't have shorts going. Let's take a look at EU. EU also taking off. Looked like we had a level of resistance that I marked up here. Looked like we exploded out of this level. So we're going to have to go to the orb for a trade today, okay? So we're taking a look right here at our Nasdaq, and let's turn the orb on. I'm using the Lux Algo orb and targets, as you can see on the top left. This is my main trading model for the stream, right? So obviously we have a level of demand here, which is nice. Maybe price comes there, but we are trading our orb model, right? So this is range breakouts. The reason I'm trading this model, it's something that I've done for years, but because we're trading this window together, right? We're trading this window together. It's going to be an hour and a half, 3 times a week. We need trades, right? I'm not going to sit here with no trades. You want to see those orb settings? Let me just click on the orb right here. These are the settings, okay? Very simple. The only thing I'm really changing here is this right here. This should be 15 minutes. I don't know why that's 30 minutes. I don't know why that was changed. That should be 15 minutes. This is 15 minutes right here, okay? And then this, just the rest, not much of anything, okay? Really, really simple. Alrighty, so we take a look, and so we are now in, right? We're 45 minutes, so now our orb is set, right? Top of our orb right here, middle line, bottom of our orb right here, our middle line somewhere around here, okay? So this is what we're looking at. We are looking for a breakout now, okay? So on the end of the next 5-minute candle, we want to see a breakout. So the indicator for trend, I'll use EMA frequently for that. So now let's take a look and see what is going on with our orbs right now. Gold did react well to our zone here, but you see we have the bottom, right? On gold now, we are looking at our orb. Bottom of the range, top of the range. We need price to break out, and that's going to tell us what we're going to be doing next. This is one that I like, right? If we get a close up here, then we could wait for a retrace back to the middle line, maybe potentially back to our demand zone, maybe to the fair value gap here. We've got a lot of options on NQ today, so an NQ breakout would be nice. We have US 30. We are out of this trade already. We won, and then we hit a break even. And so we have the top line here, we have our bottom line here, and we're looking for the price. Very, very, very nice. Let's take a look at EU. This is a bit of a tight range, okay? So this one's a bit difficult. Sometimes I like a bigger range. Sometimes I like a tight range. This is an opportunity. We shall see. So if we get a break here on US 30 out the bottom. This could be a potential sell trade for us. We have US CAD. I'm jumping through these quick. I hope that's all right. We have top of the range, bottom of the range. We're in the middle right now. Nothing happening here. GU. Take a look. Top of the range, bottom of the range. We're in the middle right now. Nothing much happening here. And let's now quickly, while we wait, well, what do we got? 2 minutes here. We have 2 minutes while we wait. I think the Forex price action isn't incredibly clean, right? So we are looking mostly at probably this here, right? I think what I would want to see today is a US 30. US 30 close here. So that's what I'm looking for. We do have some resistance down here, or a support level down here. You know, you could say that's a support level as well, which could make this trade a bit more difficult, but we're just gonna have to see. You know, I think I just prefer the price action on indices today. So we are waiting for a break. We want to see a break, and we want to make some money. How many people we got in the stream today? What's going on? How is everybody? Hey, learn to earn. I see you. One message at a time, brother. 858 people. That's awesome, guys. Awesome. Over 1,000 people. All right, perfect. That's what I'm trying to see. Yes. Hopefully we can get up to, I think yesterday we hit 1.1 thousand people. That was just awesome. We're just waiting right now, okay? So we have about 30 seconds, and we're waiting for breaks of our range. You could see, look, we're probably not going to get it on gold. We're not going to get it here. Probably not going to get it here, although this is the one that I'm really looking at. This is the one that I'm looking at. I seem to be focused on US 30 today. We already had a win, and so we're 1-0 on the day. It was about a 1-to-1, but we are looking for another trade entry, and we're not going to get it here. You could see, if you look at the bottom right here, we are just closing our candle, and we're starting a new candle. Okay, so we didn't get a candle breakout on any of our ranges, so we are waiting. So Pat, what the hell are you talking about? I guess it's time I show you. So Monday, $5,700. Tuesday, $1,000. Dylan Aquino, $10. You know, Dylan, you don't have to donate money, and I say that because you being here at 3:30 in the morning is absolutely insane to me. I love you just for being here at that time. Right? That's worth more than $10. But shout out to the dono. We've got a couple of donations coming in now. I love it. Love to see it. I'll put that money right back into the stream. I think I'm going to buy a stream deck. A stream deck. What is a stream deck? Let's take a look. So this is a stream deck. I think I'm going to buy one of these, and then I'll have buttons on it, and I'll press the button, and it'll go, winning trade, ka-ching. It's in my country, it's 9:30 a.m. In Dylan's country, it's 3:50 a.m. because he's a nutcase. I can't believe he's here. I love him for it, and he even donated $10. What a king! Now, today we're at $1,095 in profit. How are we looking? We got 3.5 minutes here. Let's go through the model. I'm going to do this a couple times a stream, okay? So this was the range, right? You see, I showed you. The candle moved up and down and up and down, whatever. And then this was the high, the top. This was the low, the bottom. Bingo. Move into the next step. We are now monitoring candles, right? You see, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles right here. These are the pairs that I'm looking at. Next, we're waiting for a break. Candle break and close. Look, this candle right here, it broke and closed. Very nice. That means we want to buy. Very simple. Overall trend direction, bullish. That's another thing we are doing. We've got an orb breakout on Nasdaq right now. Alrighty. Yes, we do. So this is, this is why you have a chat. I got people telling me, hey, we are cooking. All right, so what we would be doing right here is just like I'm showing you in the explanation, 4:50 p.m. in Kenya. What's up now? So we have this right here. We would want this to close above, right? If this closes above, then we have to figure out where we enter, right? There's different ways to enter. So what are those ways that we enter? Well, right here. The entry is discretionary. We have to be smart. So there are ways to enter. You could enter on the closed candle right at the top. That's when it's a real trending market, you do that. You could enter at the retest here. You could enter at a fair value gap. You could enter at the range midline. You could enter at the demand zone. What do we have right here? Well, we have all of these things. We have the fair value gap right here. We have our demand zone right here. But on this one, I will be entering on a pullback, right? It's all about discretion. How does Pat make these decisions? How do I make these? I make these decisions just because I've been trading for a very long time. So where would I enter this trading position? I believe I would enter this trading position on the gap, okay? We have a pretty good gap right here. I don't really love this red box. I like that when I had that light gray box. How do we get back to that light gray box, huh? Something like that. Maybe a little bit cleaner. Okay, so that would be our fair value gap. Very nice. And so if we get the close above in about a minute, we would be waiting for the price to come back right here. That's still not the gray box that I like. I like my gray box. How do I get that gray box? Yeah, all right, something like that for now. Okay, and we also, I believe, have something on GU. We do have a trend line break right now. And we have a break here, so we have an opportunity. Where the hell would we trade this one from? All right, this is discretionary. This is discretionary. We don't have a fair value gap on this one. So we don't have the fair value gap opening, right? But we are going to close below. Now you can see we have a fair value gap all the way at the top here. That's a 15-minute fair value gap. We got a reaction off of that, which is a good sign. So we could essentially enter this trade maybe on range midline. I think something like this. Ooh, we got the yellow box on this one. Very nice. And what do we have over here? Okay, so here we have our close. So we are waiting for a pullback. We're waiting for a pullback to our fair value gap. This is going to give us an entry on US 100 and on GU. I think, are we going to trade GU? Guys, should I only trade one or should we trade two today? Should we trade the GU pullback? How do you guys feel about a pullback to our middle line? Maybe it would retest our trend line right here, if it comes back around here. Bobby wants one trade. Nat wants one trade. We got people, The people that say one trade, I got to say, I do respect that about you, because if we do two trades, and there's a higher probability that you can win access to my VIP trading room. And if you're not in the VIP trading room, guys, join the room, all right? And while you're at it, smash the like button. How many people do we have watching the stream right now? And how many likes do we have on the stream right now? Yes, Orb can work on crypto, but it's not something that I've tested. The Orb, what I like about this is that we're trading a very small period of time together. This is a small window. We want to have trading opportunities. So now one of the models, is the breakout model. The original model is like this. So you would have traded basically something like that. You could have took a take profit right here, something like this, ran to break even, and maybe that would have worked. Now, I trade the orb a little bit different. Sometimes I will do that depending on just how I feel about the markets, right? As we take a look right here. These are all of our discretionary entries, right? You can enter right here, but I like pullbacks. I like price to come back to my gap, price to come back to my midline. That gives me real opportunities. And then, of course, when you finally make that decision, when you finally get that pullback to your gap, to your midline, to your demand zone, to your inverse fair value gap, whatever the hell you're doing, take your take profit, set the break even, take your second take profit. But on the stream, I'm always letting these things ride. Why am I letting it ride? Because we got to have fun here. We got to have fun. Yesterday, I had a trade running like crazy. There's a lot of people talking about Trump. If Trump talks, we're screwed. Potentially, but that's why we're getting the pullback. So this trade isn't looking great. You know, it's kind of taking off on us a little bit. So I don't know if we're really going to get the pullback immediately. GU, we're getting a bit more of a reaction here. It's possible we could get something at the midline. Now, I like the price action here a little bit better. You know, this is pretty decent here. Something like this. And create maybe a bit of a double top here. This is a decent opportunity. People talking gold. People want to see that gold. What are we doing on gold? Yeah, so we had the break on gold as well. So we look. It looks like we could have had, you know, the original entry right here. This would have been pretty close if I did the breakout entry. It does seem like the breakout entry is looking pretty good on these today, but that's just not the setup that I'm taking. So you could see we have the demand zone here. Demand zone flipping to supply. So yeah, that could be a potential entry on this one here on gold. But we really need to see something. Yeah, we really need to see something on some of these pairs that's telling us that we're going to get the pullback. GU, I said GU is looking the best, and GU is giving us a little bit of a pullback. You could see we have a area right here, which would be a good area for us to target as well. You know, we've had a nice move up, move down, come to this level, and then maybe target this area right here as a potential take profit. You know, this is something we could be looking at today. I'm sorry I don't have any live trades open right now. I know everyone's here. Pat, where are the live trades? Where's the action? Well, that we have to wait and see, okay? Look, the stream started. We hit $1,000, all right? So we're still looking good, but we want to get the setups that we want to get. Is there a way to get notifications when I go live? Yeah, I guess just turn on notifications. Also, like the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed by now, what the hell are you even doing? You can also see the time frame at the top left of the screen right here. You can see right now I'm on the M5 time frame. Complex, I appreciate the comments. One at a time is fine. I've never looked at this indicator, or maybe I did a video on it. I'm not sure, but I'll have to take a look at that. We have news coming at 11 on GU. Well, that's fine. We have this is a scalp here, so ideally the price can just get back to our entry level, which was the range midline. That's what we're interested in right now. And we have a sell limit open right now, just at about this level right here. I think I have it a little bit lower. I think my entry is a little bit lower, or sorry, something like this is where I'm looking for price to get to. We are not there right now, but that's okay. Steve Parker is asking about my orb settings. Now, my orb settings are right here. For some reason, they reset earlier today. So you're going to want to make sure the time period here is 15 minutes. So on the 15-minute time frame. Oh, there it goes. Let's pull those settings back up. Custom range 930 to 945 UTC -4. That's just the Eastern Standard trade. What was the biggest trade I've ever had? I've had some Bitcoin positions, some long holds go for hundreds of thousands of dollars. These would be not even swing trades. These would be trades that lasted multiple months. Can you not buy until it reaches your selling point? Yeah, that's possible, Zach, but that's not how I trade. I like my entry to be my entry, right? If this is the level that I want to sell from, then that's the level I'm going to wait at. Now, we are going to have to take a trade at some point. See, this one right about here, this one would have been on the original entry on 0.5, so we would have hit this and been break even already. But I tend to want to see the pullback. Not getting anything on U30. EU, we've broke above. Here again, we would be waiting for price to come back to the midline for an entry, but don't love this setup either. Yeah, we've got a bit of a trend line break right there. Not terrible. Shout out to my girl Tori. She knows about those trend lines, and that's an option for us. We hit 1,100 views. Oh, shout out to everyone who is in the stream. Please hit that like button for me. Someone said US CAD is looking good. US CAD is pulling back here. How do we feel about this? Do we want to take this? We do have to get a trade sometime today. This one is filling the bottom of the gap. I think we're going to have to trade this. I think, we only have, 55 minutes left in the stream. I think we have to trade this pullback right here. Let's see if it comes to our zone right here. Let's set up a buy limit, see if it comes to our zone. Do I feel like this is a plus? Yeah, stream's being recorded. Do I feel like this is being an A plus setup? No. The stop loss isn't that good. I haven't taken it yet. I'm still just trying to make a decision on this one. Let's see what kind of reaction we can get here. It's just this is not an A plus setup here. I don't love the price action, but okay, we're doing it. We gotta get a trade for the stream. This is a C trade, guys. If you're not sure, don't take it. Yesterday was an obvious A plus trade for us. This one is not. Where did I enter on this position? I entered on this position about here. I think I'm gonna have something below my range here. I don't know, these candles are coming down hard and fast. I don't like that. I'm gonna just see if I could get a negative risk reward ratio on this position, something like this right here. Let's take the orb off of the screen and see if we could get just a reaction off of this level. Now, this is not the best looking trade. We're minus $37. Again, this is a C trade. Be careful with this one if you're going to ride this one with me. But we are streaming. We have to do something. We're up already $1,000 today. So if I take a loss here on stream, well, I'm not going to win every damn trade on stream. Yesterday was fantastic. We did win that trade. Today, I did win a trade early, very early on, but I don't love the price action today. But hey, we're here, and tomorrow we will be back again. Tomorrow I'll be back again, 9:30 a.m. I'm going to have more trade setups. I'm going to have some winning trade setups. I really hate that I entered this position. I'm down $100 right now, but we're here. We're all right. Grashak, I know, don't force trades on the stream, but I have to take trades. Okay, it's okay. We're in really good position on the account. We're up, I think, $14,000 from my test streams and from yesterday's stream. Yesterday we did some nice money. What was it? Yesterday we did $5,700. Today we did $1,000. So we're at $6,700 here. So it's just not a huge deal if I blow out of this one for a loss, but I am hoping on a reversal still on this trading position. These are some big red candles though. Shouldn't force these trades. Should not force these trades. GU is coming back. This is the setup that I really liked. UCAD here. Give me a reaction. Give me some sort of a reaction here. I don't even want to watch it. You're watching me struggle. But here we're at 350. Do I have a daily target? No, I don't really have a daily target. Yesterday, obviously, over $5,000. Today, we're at $1,000. If I lose this trade right here at the bottom of this range, it will be a loss for about $800, something like this. I still think like this could reverse. Obviously, I'd like a better reaction. You know, you could have said that this right here was also a level of demand, and that's not holding. We have about a minute and a half to see if the candle's going to close below our entry zone right here, which we don't want to see, but there's still time for a reaction. Oh, complex. Don't worry. Don't worry. If I lose it, I lose it. You got to lose sometimes. I think we're going to reverse. Maybe my baby will come bring some luck to this trade. There's honey in the background. And where's my baby? Oh, there she is. Come give me some luck. Come give me some luck. Oh, yes. Come give me some luck. You gotta say something? Yesterday, how old did you turn? Say 2. 2. Yay! Everybody, this is our good luck charm. Although this trade is not looking good. No, baby, no. Throw you away. Go to the gym. Yay. This is, we're down 700. We're down 700. Yeah. Goodbye, trading position. So we lost about $800 on that trade. Didn't want to take that trade. Now, of course, we're getting a reaction. Of course, now we're going to get a reaction. I guess maybe I should have entered at the bottom of the zone. I hate trading huge red candles like this. This sort of pullback is just such an aggressive pullback. This was an orb trade, right? So this was not a supply entry. This was an orb trade. We were just looking for price to do something good for us. All right, so that is our first loss on trade. I think we're still up $200 today. That is fine. What are we doing on GU? Oh, let's take GU. Right? Let's take GU. We've got to win something here. Let's see if we can get to GU. These are some smaller candles right here with some wicks, some rejections. So let's see if we could get in here and see if we could just tap in and make a little money here. Okay. We had our first loss on stream. Never going to happen again. Oh, man, it looked like I already missed our move. Ay. Someone's telling me gold. Let's take a look at gold. Check the volume of what? The lot size volume, the volume of my mic. Here is a level on gold. I don't love the price action on this. It's not terrible, but you know, maybe we'd want to wait and see what kind of reaction we get within our zone here. Where am I looking though? This was the trade that I wanted. I just missed my entry. Just missed my entry. What did I have my entry at? My entry was literally right here. So we would have won this trade already. We should be at the wheel, man. We should be at the wheel. I just missed this entry. Beanard, Forex Fury is doing great these days. Thanks for asking. Best robot in the world. Spent many, many years and many, many thousands of dollars developing it. Still working all the time. Olaf, you took the GU trade? You bastard. Wheel for fun? 2 people saying wheel for fun. Okay, wheel for fun. Let's pretend like we want to trade. Let's go to the Wheel of Pat. Who wants to win VIP? Free VIP. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, so much fun. 0 winners. See, that's what happens. We don't win a trade. We try and do it for fun. We lose. No one wins. We all lose. How sad. How sad. All right, what are we doing? GU. That sucks that we just missed GU. So GU, let's take a look and see what I would have had on this. So if we got our entry right there, stop loss above my range about here, I would have hit a 0.5 easily here. Easily, maybe a 0.6. At that point, I'm break even. And we're at the Wheel of Pat. So, just trying to get another orb set up. How do you guys feel about GU? You think we should still take GU if we get our pullback here? Guys, you want to take GU? Oh, I love you too, Sahil. Sahil Solanki. Now that is a name I like. Alberto, again, I'm not looking for supply. I'm not trading supply and demand. I have supply and demand aspects, but you see right here on this one, we had the 15-minute fair value gap. Price tapped into the fair value gap and we were getting a reaction. That is not a supply. That is not a demand. And then we are trading our orb. Bottom of the range, top of the range. We broke out the bottom of the range. That was telling us we may break down lower. And then we were waiting for a pullback to our midline to enter the trade. A very simple trading setup and a trading setup that would have won. Mukhtar does not want me to be emotional on trade, but this is an emotional thing, baby. Look, we're up $14,000. We have 45 minutes left. There's no way I'm not taking a trade somewhere. We have to take a trade somewhere. The free signal, I'm not sure about the free signal. If we have one today, we have one tomorrow. Generally, the free signals are they're swing trades. So if we pull up right here, let's take a look at a free signal room. You could see, hey, we got the stream started right here. Put some hearts on that if you're in here. And we had our free trade the other day, so this is our free trading position. Just a 1-to-1 trend line break, stuff you see. This is the same stuff you see. And then I gave you this right here. Gives you a link, tells you about the signal. What happened? Trend line break, reaction, right? So we got the trend line break. We got a reaction to our support level right here. Price pushed up, smashed our take profit, and this was on the hourly chart on AUD USD. It was a nice win. It was a really nice win. It went for 38.5 pips. I even told you, hey, move your stop loss to break even, and so you did that. Let's take a look at VIP a little bit. Yesterday we hit this nice US dollar Swiss franc trade, quick one. This one actually would have went to 3%. But I cut it a little bit short We had some resistance. We took 1.12% on that. This morning, we hit a quick GU scalp for 5 pips in VIP. And we are looking for a setup in gold. We haven't had a setup in gold yet this week. But hey, there's 1,161 people in here. We have been basically consistently winning week after week. Just, 1 or 2 trades every single week in there, doing quite well. Okay, let's pull out of VIP. Obviously, feel free to join VIP if you want. People are talking gold here. They really want the gold setup. Let's take a look at gold. We did get a decent reaction off of that zone, but that would have been a bit of a revenge trade opportunity. Now, what do we think, guys? Do we want to take a little sell? We have a pullback here. Do we want to sell out of this area? How do we feel? What else do we got? What else do we got? What else do we got? US 30. Had a breakout of our level here. We'd have to wait on a pullback here. Use the coupon code Fury15 if you're going to buy Forex Fury. Obviously love that software. Don't have UJ on my watch list right now. We're just focused on this 6 pairs. We've got 1.2 thousand viewers. We need to get a setup. This was something that we were looking at. I think we're waiting on GU though. I am using my robot all the time. It is the best. But I don't have to use it on stream. That's a bore. Someone's on a buy. Someone wants us to look at NAS. What the hell happened on NAS? See, so NAS would have been a perfect move here on the orb, right? So you take a look at this. This was our orb. So top, bottom, range breakout. If you just entered on the breakout right here, you're absolutely cooking on this trade. Sometimes you enter off the first entry right here. Yesterday, we did it perfect, though. Yesterday, it was on EU, and it was absolutely perfect because on EU, it pulled back, entered, shot up. So that is what we're doing. We've got some gold people. Listen, people want to see gold. Yeah, see gold, we're getting a break of this level. Don't see anything that I love here. Don't really see anything that I love here at the moment. We broke through, this old demand level right here. Candle closed. I don't really care. Let's put the orb up here. What's the orb look like? So we had the orb breakthrough. This isn't terrible. This isn't terrible, right? So we had the orb breakthrough right here, the candle close here, and now we are getting a pullback to a midline, which is something that does interest me. Maybe we would time it here. Maybe we would trade the top of the range because we do have a little bit of resistance here. So that could be a trade opportunity that we take on trade. Reversal from that level. That looks like a decent opportunity as I look back. That could be a worthy scalp. What do you guys think about that on gold? Potentially entering off of this level right here, and then getting something a bit simple. Maybe something, something like this over this wick. Maybe a quick, that might be a bit too small. Pull you up a little bit. Maybe something like this, but I need to see some smaller candles. The last trade I took, we had just massive candles coming right into my zone, And generally when that happens, there is a chance that we just shoot right through. So that's not what we want to see. GU was the one we've really been waiting on here. This one is going to potentially come to our trend line as well. So that is another one that I'm on here. This is one that I would be on GU. Something like this. Simple. So let's see if we get an entry here on GU. You know, we've had a couple of cases here now where we've come close to our entry. So right here, close to the entry, we would have won that trade very, very quickly. Don't have Bitcoin on the watch list right now, Chuderi. Maybe soon. So peace. This is a negative RR. This is nothing to worry about at all. This is how we've been trading. If you go, oh my God, why is Pat negative R? So what I do is I do a partial here. Okay. We get the partial. We win the trade right here. And then I let the trade run. And then we make some big money on the runner. And you go, well, that's not going to work, Pat. That's not going to work. Well, look, I've been doing this for a long time. What's the calendar telling us? The calendar's telling us $5,700. Today, we're at about $200. Last week, right here, you know, the account's around $13,000 in profit. So the way that I trade works. I do some weird things that you may not like, that your favorite guru may not like, but this is how we do things. This is how we do things at this stream. You go, oh my God, it looks ugly. It looks ugly. Now, let's see. We're waiting for price to come to our level. We want to get this level right here. Again, we've had our range breakout right here. And we seem to have a little bit of minor support at this level right here. So that is an area we could be targeting with our profit levels, but we'll have to see if we could get into this. Journal, I don't really care about journals that much. That's a trader edge right there. There are better journals. I haven't decided which one I'm going to stick with. I've definitely not journaled or diaried very much in my trading career. Can you explain the Fibonacci? Sure. So let's say we have swing high, swing low. We would take our Fibonacci tool over here on the left, take our swing low all the way up to the swing high, and we would drag it over. So if you were buying, right? This is just helping you with your pullback, right? So this is our huge pullback right here. All right, let's put our pullback on right there, and you can see price is pulling back through this range. So basically, if you go below 50% right here, if you go below 50% right here, then this area is considered a discount. So this would probably be for more of a day trade, not a scalp. But you'd say, oh, if price comes into this area, now we are buying low, and you're going to have a real opportunity. I hope that helps you. Sometimes I'll use it a little bit different. Let's say, you know, this candle looks a bit wonky here, but like, let's say this was an area of demand. If that was an area of demand, potentially what I would do is I would measure from that level. So I would measure from my demand level to the top, and then I would pull over. And at that point, you see my discount zone would be below this 50% right here. Do I use Heikin-Ashi candles? Not frequently. Getting a lot of people say USD CAD here. Yeah, USD CAD. Now it's pushing up. My stop loss was absolutely garbage on this one. So I took a loss right there. I should have entered this trade at the bottom of the entry, right? So if we go into right here and we take a look at the model, it's the discretion entry. I could have entered down at the bottom of the range. That would be entry number 6, bottom of the range. Always an option. Everything is an option. Always looking for getting a good price, right? So on this one, we had these huge red candles. Not smart to enter off of those candles. Risked it for orb targets and settings. Not really using targets here. You can see my settings here. So I don't really use the targets. I'm just using the time period, the 15 minutes. Let me pop that back up for you here. The 15 minutes. How do we have people? How many people we got in the stream right now? We're still waiting for some more trades. Got really unlucky on USD CAD. I probably just shouldn't have even set a stop loss, right? When we got the break above and we got the retrace, it's just retraced deeper than expected. Now, we could have been looking at, this kind of as like more of a support level. And then if I was doing that, I said, okay, then let's just do a full pullback to the support level. That would have been a safer entry below the support level right here. Is what it is. Would have won this trade easily, right? We would have been into this trade at this level right here. Below support right here. The runner would have had us, frick, man. Maybe a 1 to 4. What can you do, guys? What can you do? EU. Don't love the price action. Don't love the price action at all right now, sadly. Don't love the trading opportunities at all very much right now. We are, what, at $200 in profit in the day. Not seeing setups that I really like here. We've been waiting on this damn GU trade for a long time. I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. I don't know what to tell you. We do not have a setup right now. This was my gold. This was my good setup. This was the setup that I really liked. Missed it. Pulled back on me. I was able to hit our US 30 earlier. We were able to get a reaction off of this one. This was a nice trade that I had here. Beautiful trade. But it's not looking good. I don't think we've got another setup. I think I'm going to call that a stream. I think we're just going to do 1 hour today. So I don't have a setup. I'm not going to wait around. I'm going to go to the gym. But let's do a wheel of Pat before we head out here. Not going to force it. Don't love the price action. Make sure that you come back tomorrow. I'll be doing my last stream of the week. And then next week, I'll be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right? So I'm thinking we're doing 3 times a week. What do we have here on the Wheel of Pat? Ooh, sneaky. 2 winners. Who do we got? We have Eric Tan, winner 1. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. And winner number 2 is going to be Franz Franca. Winner number 2, free VIP. Make sure that you guys follow me at FX Trade with Pat on Instagram, at Trade with Patty on Twitter. Today we were positive. We made over $200, but we didn't really get the entry that we wanted. It was a really choppy day. I didn't love the price action. This USD CAD trade is absolutely haunting me. I got the direction right. It literally ticked my stop loss right there. Don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. EST. We're going to do this again. We're going to win some trades. We're going to get this account to $10,000 this week. Let's make some money. Much love.